Confidence is not something you are born with. It's something you build, and when you bring it into your dating life, everything changes. Imagine walking into a room and not questioning whether you are enough, because deep inside you know that you are. That kind of energy doesn't come from looks, status, or charm. It comes from habits that shape your mindset every single day. Start by valuing yourself. If you don't recognize your own worth, no one else will. Confidence grows when you honor your time, your boundaries, and your standards. Speak with honesty, not to impress, but to express who you really are. People are drawn to authenticity, and the moment you stop pretending to be perfect is the moment you start becoming magnetic. Practice self-care, not as vanity, but as self-respect. When you look after your body, your mind, and your emotions, you naturally radiate strength. Compliment yourself daily, because positive self-talk builds inner certainty. Step into conversations with curiosity instead of fear. Listen, laugh, and let the moment flow instead of scripting it in your head. That openness makes others feel at ease with you. Rejection will happen, but confident people see it as redirection, not failure. Every no brings you closer to the right yes. Own your mistakes without shame, because they only make you wiser and more relatable. And never forget gratitude when you focus on what's good in your life. You stop clinging to approval from others. Dating isn't about trying to be chosen. It's about realizing you already have something valuable to give. Build these habits, and you won't just change your dating life, you'll change your entire life. Confidence doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't beg, it invites. And once you live it daily, love will find its way to you naturally. Self-worth is the foundation. Recognizing and valuing yourself is the first step to building lasting confidence. Authenticity attracts. Speaking honestly and being genuine makes you more magnetic than trying to impress. Self-care is self-respect. Looking after your body, mind, and emotions naturally boosts confidence. Positive mindset matters. Daily self-talk, gratitude, and openness in conversations strengthen confidence and connection. Rejection is redirection. Seeing no as growth rather than failure helps maintain resilience in dating. Confidence shifts dating dynamics. Instead of chasing approval, you attract the right people by living confidently. Self-worth is the core of confidence, and without it, no habit or trick will ever truly work. When you recognize your own value, you no longer enter dating situations hoping to be validated. Instead, you approach them with the quiet certainty that you are already enough. Many people struggle in dating because they place their sense of worth in someone else's hands, waiting for attention, compliments, or approval to feel secure. But the truth is, the way others treat you often mirrors rejection. Instead of thinking, "I wasn't good enough," you understand that not every connection is meant for you, and that's okay. Your worth does not decrease because of someone's inability to see it. When you truly honor yourself, you stop chasing people who don't meet your standards. You no longer settle for half-hearted attention or inconsistent effort, because you know you deserve more. This quiet self-assurance is incredibly attractive. It shows up in your body language, your tone, and your presence. Ultimately, self-worth is not about arrogance. It's about standing firmly in the truth that you are already complete. When you live from that place, dating becomes less about proving yourself and more about finding someone who complements the strong, confident person you already are. Authenticity is one of the most powerful traits you can bring into your dating life, because it eliminates the pressure of pretending to be someone you're not. Many people fall into the trap of trying too hard to impress, saying what they think the other person wants to hear, hiding their quirks, or exaggerating qualities to seem more appealing. While this might work temporarily, it creates a fragile connection built on performance rather than truth. Authenticity, on the other hand, is magnetic because it shows confidence in who you truly are. When you speak honestly and allow your real personality to shine, you give others the freedom to do the same. Authentic people don't chase perfection. They embrace their flaws, laugh at their mistakes, and are comfortable showing vulnerability. That openness creates trust, and trust is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. People are naturally drawn to those who feel genuine, because it's refreshing in a world full of pretense. Being authentic also helps filter out the wrong connections. When you are true to yourself, the right people will be drawn in, while those who don't align with your values will drift away. This saves you from wasting time on relationships that were never meant to work. Authenticity doesn't mean oversharing or being blunt without care. It means aligning your words and actions with your real thoughts and feelings. Ultimately, authenticity communicates confidence without trying. It says, "I am enough as I am, and I don't need to perform to earn love." In dating, that attitude is irresistible because it shifts the dynamic from seeking approval to simply sharing your true self. When you show up authentically, you attract connections that are deeper, stronger, and lasting. Self-care is far more than appearances. It is a declaration of self-respect. When you consistently look after your body, mind, and emotions, you send yourself the message that you are worthy of care and attention. This inner commitment naturally radiates outward and becomes part of the confidence you carry into dating. It is not about vanity or trying to impress someone. It is about creating balance, energy, and strength within yourself, so you can show up full. Caring for your body through healthy habits like eating well, exercising, and resting properly helps you feel energized and comfortable in your own skin. When you feel physically strong, it affects your posture, your presence, and the way you engage with others. Similarly, nurturing your mental and emotional health through practices like journaling, mindfulness, or setting boundaries builds resilience and clarity. You become less reactive, more grounded, and better equipped to handle the ups and downs of dating. Self-care also influences how you treat others. When you have filled your own cup, you approach connections from a place of abundance rather than neediness. Instead of seeking someone to fix or complete you, you look for a partner to share your already fulfilling life with. That perspective makes you more attractive because it shows independence, stability, and maturity. Confidence doesn't come from neglecting yourself while trying to win approval. It comes from consistently honoring your own well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you project a quiet strength that others notice immediately. It tells the world you value yourself enough to invest in your growth and happiness. In dating, that energy is magnetic because people are drawn to those who clearly respect themselves and inspire the same in others. A positive mindset is a cornerstone of lasting confidence, especially in dating. How you think about yourself, others, and the experiences you encounter shapes not only your behavior, but also the energy you project. When you engage in daily self-talk that is encouraging rather than critical, you reinforce your sense of worth and capability. Instead of dwelling on doubts or past mistakes, a positive mindset focuses on growth, opportunity, and gratitude. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means approaching them with resilience and the belief that every experience has value. Gratitude is a particularly powerful practice in dating. When you notice and appreciate the good in your life, your achievements, your friendships, and even small daily joys, you stop depending on validation from potential partners to feel complete. This inner contentment changes the way you interact with others. People sense when someone is grounded in appreciation and optimism, and it naturally draws them in. Openness in conversations is another key aspect of a positive mindset. Approaching interactions with curiosity focus shifts from impressing to understanding. Your confidence shines without effort, and interactions feel natural and enjoyable. A positive mindset also transforms how you handle setback. Rejection is no longer a blow to your self-esteem, but a redirection toward better suited connections. You see every experience as an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine what you want in a partner. By maintaining optimism, practicing gratitude, and embracing curiosity, you radiate a confidence that is both attractive and sustainable. It shows that your happiness is rooted within yourself, not in someone else's approval, which is the essence of magnetic, authentic dating confidence. Rejection is an inevitable part of dating, but how you perceive it makes all the difference in building confidence. Most people internalize rejection as a reflection of their worth, thinking that a no means they are inadequate or unlovable. In reality, rejection is rarely personal. It's simply a mismatch of timing, values, or preferences. Understanding this shifts your mindset from fear to empowerment. Each rejection becomes a stepping stone, guiding you closer to connections that truly align with who you are. Viewing rejection as redirection allows you to maintain self-respect and emotional balance. Instead of ruminating on what went wrong, you can reflect objectively and identify lessons or patterns that help you grow. Maybe a certain type of approach doesn't resonate, or perhaps you need to be clearer about your own standards. This perspective turns setbacks into opportunities rather than sources of self-doubt. Resilience in the face of rejection also communicates confidence to others. When you don't crumble or beg for approval, you demonstrate that your value is inherent and not dependent on anyone else's choice. This strength is inherently attractive because it shows emotional stability, self-assurance, and maturity. People are drawn to those who handle life's ups and downs with grace. Rejection also helps you clarify what you truly want in a partner. Each experience provides insight into compatibility, communication, and shared value. Over time, you develop a stronger sense of self and a clearer vision for your ideal relationship. Ultimately, treating rejection as redirection rather than failure transforms dating from a high-pressure trial into a journey of discovery. Confidence grows when you trust that the right connections will come naturally, and that every no is simply a nudge toward the yes that truly matters. This mindset keeps you empowered, authentic, and magnetic in your dating life. Confidence fundamentally changes the way you navigate dating, because it shifts your focus from seeking approval to expressing your true self. When you live with confidence, you no longer feel the need to chase someone's attention or validation. Instead, you present yourself authentically, knowing that you already have inherent worth and value. This internal assurance creates a magnetic energy that naturally draws people toward you, rather than pushing them away with desperation or insecurity. Living confidently allows you to set healthy boundaries without guilt. You can clearly communicate your needs, expectations, and limits, because you respect yourself enough to insist on being treated well. This clarity not only protects your emotional well-being, but also signals to potential partners that you are self-assured and intentional in your connections. People respond to that energy because it conveys strength, maturity, and reliability. Confidence also transforms the way you approach interactions. Instead of overthinking, second-guessing, or trying to manipulate outcomes, you engage with presence and ease. Conversations flow naturally, humor and curiosity shine through, and your genuine personality becomes the focal point. When you are comfortable in your own skin, others feel comfortable around you, creating a space for authentic connection. Moreover, confidence reduces dependency on external validation. You no longer hinge your happiness on whether someone likes you or not, which frees you from anxiety and desperation. This freedom allows you to enjoy dating as an experience of discovery, fun, and growth, rather than a test of your worth. Ultimately, confidence doesn't just change your dating life, it changes the way you experience life as a whole. It allows you to attract relationships that align with your values, engage with people authentically, and approach love with a sense of empowerment. By living confidently, you create a magnetic presence that naturally invites meaningful and fulfilling connection.